a Fox Ditto Game 1, a Falco Ditto Game 2, and a Wolf Ditto Game 3. Go back and watch the VOD.
Oh,
we're getting
Game & Watch.
Oh, we're getting Game & Watch. Oh no, Troia's going way evil. Or
All
maybe
right.
just really does not want to deal with these pellets. Just like, oh, I'm gonna have this a really easy one, and when you run in, I can punish you.
Yeah.
Which honestly is a pretty good game plan. We're seeing it already pretty effective at shutting down these forward airs.
Having the reflector on that bucket is one of the biggest changes I think Game & Watch got between games. Just being able to deny projectile characters from that kind of gameplay, that it's a really important factor that not a lot of people talk about. And obviously it still has the normal bucket functionality of any energy-based moves start charging up one of the scariest attacks in the game.
Yeah. Either way, though, playing out a little bit on the back foot here.
Yeah, right now I think
QualityQ just showing, I think, that you know your character a little bit better.
Yeah. I think this Game & Watch is not as currently refined.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see there.
I see the
QualityQ
thought
just being
process of the Game & Watch.
Yeah, I see the thought process. You see the bucket coming out, but when you're using the bucket so much in these matchups, it also becomes a little bit predictable.
Yeah, and the other thing is bucket does have a decent amount of end lag on it as well.
Yeah.
It's not insubstantial, so you can get caught lacking if you try to bring it out all the time.
And QualityQ taking the first stock, right, and that's where you see there. You see the bucket, it's just going to get grabbed. Not even just the grab release into the jab, hitting the roll.
Almost a wobble.
Oh my god. Alright.
Although I don't think you can do that unless you're on a platform. I might be wrong.
Getting the sour spot of the down smash, so not going to take the stock with the berry. And yeah, this is just going to be a very slow, very methodical game from both of them.
Oh!
But missed tech there.
Yeah, that looked natural. Lloyd Rocket getting reflected just turns around, and so it just stayed there. The wonders of reflectors in this game. It reminds me of the rarest spike in the game, which is a reflected Mega Man up air. Mega Man up air when reflected is a spike.
That's true, because it shoots you so far up
Yeah.
that it would shoot you down.
It sends you down with enough velocity to classify as a spike. It is impossible to get in normal gameplay, but it exists for the rare, like, Fox Mega Man matchup.
Super random offstage. You're offstage against the Fox, and you
Yeah.
up air them. You don't back air. You don't do anything else. You up air.
Exactly.
But yeah,
All right.
this is just gonna be a match. The interesting thing here is that you could just roll bounce as hero and have the same, if not a better result.
Yeah,
And
feel
then
like,
you have a really big sword.
I feel like Game 1 is data, and Game 2, Hero's probably going to come out. I'd be surprised if this Game & Watch sticks around for a Game 2.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Depends on how it
Although-
goes, though. But now you're in the lead because up smash.
Yeah, maybe I should keep my mouth shut. I mean,
Nah, it's
Isabelle.
classic commentator's curse.
Yeah, Isabelle is one of the lower tier characters. I think that's been almost universal the entirety of the game's lifespan.
Yeah, Isabelle, I don't really remember getting too many, if really at all. I
think she got
like
one or
really
two
changes.
substantial buffs, and that was it.
Maybe some small things, but nothing I think that was too insane overall
Yeah.
for the character.
She's definitely been the kind of token low tier
Yeah.
for the game's lifespan.
That and like your super heavies that are
Yeah.
just down there.
Rest in peace, DDD. One of these games.
One of these games. You had your moment in Brawl. Yeah.
Bro got an infinite, and that was
You
it.
did have an infinite. Anyway, Troia chaining quite a few hits together now, having a decent lead here.
Although we're getting it back bit by bit. That up tilt was a good starter. The down air going to break it. A lot of up smashes coming out.
Yeah, the interesting thing here was that Q got the up tilt but didn't go for the up air and just decided to wait, which I thought was a little interesting.
I think it might have been a get off me up tilt, and then the confirm came out a little bit later.
Yeah.
Like you realize a hit and you go, oh, okay, I can go for this.
Very true.
When in actuality, the amount of time that you've paused for can mess that up for you. But a good forward tilt there, not quite going to take it.
Dang.
I think we're seeing
you know,
why this
Game Watch
character's
is
down
life.
there in the tiers. That was at like 120 versus 110
Watch,
versus
okay.
Game & Watch, and
Okay.
forward tilt didn't kill.
The back throw, thankfully, will come. The back throw is pretty strong.
Yeah.
But even then, no kill screen, just the red kill spark.
Yeah. I think we gotta maybe think about bringing out that hero. Just a thought. If Game 1 was that close, and it's on a character you're less comfortable on, You should bring out the character that you're more comfortable on.
I think that
you roll your bounces
throw,
so you don't have that whole bucket and lag thing going on, and it should be easy money.
Yeah. Q.
Thank you.
Either way, though, I think if you do stick with the Game & Watch, you just got to stop doing these like landing approaching buckets.
Right.
Like
it got.
No, never mind. Okay, we're sticking with here.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about
yeah. Let's talk about the theoretical. That will never happen. We're going to talk about Hero now instead, where all of that theoretical with the bucket just goes away.
Yeah.
Your answer becomes bounce.
Yeah, you have bounce here. That basically just completely shuts down everything an Isabelle thing, and then you just have kaboom and 32% because Q was in end lag and couldn't pocket it.
Oh my god. Oomph and Psych Up immediately off the bat with a fully charged Fireball. Do not get hit. Whatever you do not get hit. All right, you got hit.
Finally gets hit, but it's only going to do 30%, which I guess I say only, but you're not dead, so...
Yeah. It wasn't a smash attack. If it was a smash attack, we'll see you in the next life, buddy. But Fireball going to miss.
Oh, and there's that bounce.
And there it is.
And now you have just so much freedom here. And Q really doesn't have that much of an option other than to just run around and try and waste time.
Yeah. Does bounce affect fishing pool?
Yes.
Okay,
I believe
did.
It does.
I thought it did. I wasn't 100% sure.
I know it affects Lloyd. I know it affects forward air and back air, obviously.
Yeah.
I know it affects dash attack.
I would imagine it affects fishing pool.
Oh, Q doing a very nice ledge trap here, but it's not going to matter because Troia rolled Zoom.
Let's go Zoom, but we're low on mana, so actually,
that
if we can keep up the offensive pressure, might get it into a bad spot.
Yeah. And you are now fully out. That Fireball is not going to come out. You finally get some damage there and a little bit of percent. Oh, and good job jumping over the fishing pole.
Okay. Getting it back. Now have more mana to work with. Oh, I forgot about the shield. The shield's actually kind of something in this matchup, too.
You do have the shield. You can kind of just duck.
Yeah. If you can't roll the bounce, you can just stand there, walk forward.
Yeah, and that is important, especially because some moves like forward air and back air are a little slower, so you can get stuffed out. But now it's not going to matter at all because once again, bounce is back online. But not going to matter. Good awareness from Q, the instant up smash out of shield there.
Yeah, very good catching that there. All right. What can we do with this new stock? We can get him up to 41%. Hatchet Man. Okay, that might have been a little greedy.
Hey, I respect the attempt. Oh my god, that forward, 2 forward airs, almost the complete shield. And the kaboom gonna hit.
That is the power of Psych Up right there. I think it's more so for shield damage than it is for proper combo damage.
Oh, it does so much.
Yeah.
Not to mention just the amount of shield stun making moves so much safer.
Right. It's kind of just insane what Hero can do.
You know, I want to point out something that just happened, and this happened twice now, which is why I want to point out. Q has used Pocket Invincibility to get through dash attack twice now.
Yeah.
And that's just really, really good awareness. Using your outs, using one of the really good things that Isabelle has that you don't hear talked about as much, but your weight is not one of them.
It's one of those things like Olimar whistle armor, where you see people pull it out and you go, huh, cool.
Yeah.
And then you don't see it for 3 more months, and you see it happen one more time, and you're like, oh wait, yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. Olimar's is even more egregious because you can get punishes off of it. Isabelle's you don't really get too much
Isabelle's you're still stuck in the pocket and lag, but you have that invincibility to sort of pseudo air dodge situations.
Oh, Troia barely getting back, only having enough mana for the level 1 whoosh.
And back off stage again. Got to go back to fishing.
Yeah, able to get back up, but gets caught by the Lloyd into the up air.
Beautiful combo there, the forward air launching him into it.
And there's that bounce, just instantly getting the Lloyd out of the way. And now it is just out.
Not a bad deficit to have to make up.
Yeah. Troia trying to go for that jab 1-2 into jump forward air, like catch an option. But Q is just not letting him breathe.
21% to 50. Although Psych Up and Oomph again, both on the table. Gotta be careful.
What's gonna be? Oh, the forward air coming through. Oh, I thought that was gonna be like an up smash there, but either way, it's gonna be the forward air landing for a nice 30% anyway.
Got the heal off, down to 24% again.
Oh.
Effectively no ground made. Meanwhile, Isabelle up to 98.
Oh,
the
no,
down
that crit.
smash crit.
It was a crit too. I think it would have killed anyway because it was Psych Up. It was like 85%.
Yeah.
But the crit was just...
The crit was the confirmation.
Oh my god. Interesting thing that we want to note though, he did not pull Accelerato once.
No.
I saw it pulled. He didn't click it, though, which I think is very interesting. Because, you know,
I don't
like
think you
Ron,
need it for
kind
that
of
matchup.
he'll always pull Accelerate no matter what. That move is just
Accelerado
so
is
much fun.
stupid. However, I don't know that you need it for this matchup. This is a matchup where I think you're faster than Isabelle a majority of the time, and most of the time what Isabelle's going to be doing anyway is just camp you with aerials. So, you know, you're not as reliant on those aerials to, or on that movement speed that Accelerado gives you to make up some of the weaknesses of Hero.
Yeah. It's more for some of those chases, some of those edge guards. You can kind of push your advantage a bit more. But either way, pulled bounce right away. And
there's
there
Accelerate.
we go.
All right, here it is talking.
I love Accelerate. It's just like watching Hero zoom around the stage will never not like tickle that part of your brain.
Yeah.
It's just like, this is so much fun to watch.
It's like, what if we made a character with literally the best movement stats in the game?
Yeah. For like 10 seconds.
Yeah, for 10 seconds. And it's so crisp and smooth. It's what Sonic should be.
Yeah. Except Sonic has it the entire time, and then moves that are safe on shield and let you run away.
Yep. I really hope they redesign Sonic for the next game.
We are hoping. But either way, Troia looking much, much better this game, even as opposed to the last game. 113 almost unanswered. The Accelerado out again.
Yeah, that's the third Accelerado. I feel like we really got hurt. Our mics are carrying into their headphones.
Something like that. The bounce once again is online though. It's gonna be tries to go for some of these forward airs.
There's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
You fall back into those habits, using those forward and back airs to get that pressure to make your space when the character's chasing you down. But you can't do that against the bounce.
Yeah. And the Christmas tree is up. Accelerado, Oomph as well. We see the Flame Slash taking out the Lloyd.
No mana left, though. Could potentially lead to a scary situation, but nope, going to get it right back.
Now you have enough. Thankfully, the recovery does not take too much as a whole, even the middle one.
Yeah.
So
they did that with all resource-based recoveries. They're like, we're going to be slightly more generous about your recovery here. It's the same thing with Robin, where I don't remember the wind move name off the top of my head. Elwyn, thank you. Where Elwyn has like the most charges out of all of the spells.
Yeah. It has a lot, but also each wind burst you do is 2.
Yeah, right.
So if you get one and do some like nil stuff, you only use a little bit.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's fun.
But it's also your rapid jab, so you can burn through
Right,
it.
exactly.
Like, I don't
Anyway,
know.
speaking of fun, this isn't fun for one of these characters. 95% on 3 stocks to 9 on the last.
Yeah.
Not
And
looking great right now.
You have to get this stock somehow right now, and your options are just a little too slow, and Hero's able to get them. Finally, the back throw comes out, but you are not as light as Game & Watch. That's not going to kill yet.
Yeah, Hero will beat Isabelle at the projectile game purely because of that bounce.
Yeah.
And, I mean, with a 2-stock lead, you can just sit back and wait. You don't have to do anything right now.
Yeah, and you were mentioning the shield as well there. Block the forward
Yeah,
air. Like,
it's genuinely coming to
trying.
play. I think this is the most times I've seen any shield, like, do anything for someone.
Oh my god. Anyway, we have bounce.
Stop it. Stop fishing for the up smash. We all know the move's bad.
This is bounce, Oomph, and Psych Up.
And now we get Accelerate.
It's Accelerate on Psych Up. I think Oomph is over, but there's the shield break.
All right, do we get the crit? We don't need it. We're going to go for the full charge side B.
It's not
okay, no, wait. It did crit with the Accelerado right before it runs out. You get the forward air out.
All right. You know what?
Oh, boy.
You know. Something in my mind told me it wasn't going to kill.